Smith was born in 1975 in San Diego, California, USA. From a young age, he had a strong sense of adventure and a deep passion for traveling and immersing himself in various cultures around the world. This innate curiosity about people's customs, languages, and traditions eventually led him to make the life-altering decision to immigrate from his home country when he turned 27. In 2022, at the age of 27, Ryan embarked on a journey to explore the countries of Eurasia, with a particular focus on those that were once part of the Soviet Union. His destination was remote Azerbaijan, one of the former Soviet states. This country, nestled between the Caspian Sea and the Caucasus Mountains, served as an ideal starting point for his global exploration. Ryan chose to settle in Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, where he dedicated himself to learning the local language and culture. During his time there, he found employment at a carpet market within a walled city. This experience exposed him to one of the region's oldest and most cherished craft traditions, handmade carpet weaving. The techniques used to create these carpets had been passed down through generations and were nearly on the brink of extinction. Ryan was captivated by the beauty of these products and began to contemplate starting a business related to handmade carpet manufacturing. In December 2005, Ryan returned to the United States to lay the foundations for his ambitious project. During his time on American soil, he met Laura Joy, a young and attractive teacher. They fell in love, got engaged, and eventually married. Laura shared her husband's passion for travel and foreign cultures. In 2011, the couple had the opportunity to visit the neighboring former Soviet Republic of Georgia, which borders Azerbaijan. In the Georgian city of Marnili, Ryan and Laura decided to put down roots and establish a traditional carpet weaving production. In 2014, they welcomed their son, Caleb, into the world. While Laura worked as an English teacher at a local public school, Ryan ventured into the villages of the region in search of skilled weavers willing to collaborate with them. Ryan faced challenges in finding masters who could work with traditional methods. Some artisans initially joined his project but later declined due to price disagreements or unfamiliarity with Ryan's original designs. It wasn't until Ryan spent 4 days in Kosalar that he finally found artisans interested in his vision. Ryan's vision extended beyond profit. He aimed to be a public benefactor by involving women from rural areas who possessed knowledge of ancient weaving techniques in his project. This initiative not only revived a dying craft but also provided these women with the means to support their families. Ryan and Laura Smith earned the respect of the local community, and their commitment to cultural preservation was widely admired. In 2012, the Smiths applied for citizenship in Georgia and the United States, solidifying their connection to the community they had grown to love. Rumors circulated that they planned to build a kindergarten with a playground using their own funds. It appeared that their future was promising, but tragedy would soon shatter their idyllic life. In July 2018, Ryan and Laura, aged 43 and 42, respectively, planned a short vacation in the mountains with their young son, Caleb. They sought a peaceful retreat to escape their routine. To ensure a safe and enjoyable trip for their toddler, they hired a local shepherd named Malkus Kabari, despite him being just 19 years old. The family chose a picturesque spot near the Godaori Mountains for their getaway. However, what was intended as a relaxing vacation turned into a horrific nightmare. Unbeknownst to the Smiths, Malkus harbored sinister intentions. He was the last person with whom the family communicated before their lives took a tragic turn. Upon reaching a clearing, the family set up camp for dinner near a spring to have access to fresh water. At some point, Ryan noticed Malkus' careless handling of a firearm, leading to a heated argument between them. Shockingly, Malkus pointed the gun at Ryan and fatally shot him in the head. He then fired another shot into Ryan's back. Laura's screams of terror and Caleb's cries were drowned out by the echoes of gunfire reverberating through the mountains. The worst was yet to come. Despite Laura's pleas, Malkus aimed the gun at Caleb's head and fired at point-blank range. Terrified and in shock, Laura fled to escape the same fate as her husband and son. However, as she reached the edge of a waterfall cliff, she realized there was no escape. Malchus cornered her and allegedly used the weapon to force her into a violent encounter. Trapped and fearing for her life, Laura was allegedly pushed off the cliff. Her lifeless body landed near the waterfall. Subsequent investigations uncovered disturbing details. Malchus had buried Caleb's body in a secluded location along with the murder weapon. He then returned to the village as if nothing had happened. Concerned friends and family grew worried when the Smiths failed to return from their trip after several days. Sabina Talabuba, Laura's friend, contacted the authorities on July 6, reporting the family's disappearance in the mountains. A rescue team was dispatched to search for them, eventually discovering Laura's belongings and car. Their search led to a gruesome discovery. A lifeless body lay at the foot of the waterfall. The humid and hot weather accelerated the decomposition of the body, leading the authorities to initially conclude there were no signs of violence. An investigation was launched, but the fate of Caleb remained unknown for 3 more days. Ultimately, investigators learned that Malchus was the last person the family had communicated with before their disappearance. He was detained and revealed Caleb's location 4 days after the family had gone to the mountains. This revelation led to Malchus being charged with the murder of the Smith family. Evidence against Malchus began to mount. Autopsies revealed 2 gunshot wounds on Ryan's body, one in the head and one in the back. Caleb had been shot at point-blank range in the head. DNA tests confirmed that biological material found on Laura's body and underwear matched Malchus. DNA evidence also linked Ryan and Malchus to the murder weapon. Furthermore, a technical examination of phones revealed images of Laura's lifeless body on Malchus' device. Malchus had shown these images to locals, claiming to have stumbled upon a corpse during a walk in the area. Evidence in Malchus' phone search history suggested a pattern of visiting sites of an intimate nature. All of this pointed to Malchus having a motive for the crime, driven by his interest in Laura. His actions, from the moment the Smith family contacted him to take them to the waterfall, appeared deliberate. Malchus' claims of innocence began to unravel. Malchus was found to be sane, healthy, and fit for trial following a psychological examination. He faced charges of premeditated murder, extreme cruelty, and intimate assault. His lawyer initially resigned, citing principles. However, another lawyer took over and continued to maintain Malchus' innocence, attempting to withdraw his previous confession. On March 25, 2019, a court of 12 members unanimously found Malchus guilty of premeditated murder with extreme cruelty of more than 2 people. He had committed murder to conceal another crime, namely intimate assault. On March 27, 2019, Malchus was sentenced to life imprisonment. Relatives of the accused protested the sentence, but friends and relatives of the Smith family found solace in the verdict.